What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, and we are live once again. It's another Tuesday night, and as always, we are live right here on Facebook, and of course, we are streaming live via YouTube. So, guys, do me a favor: start tagging your friends, start sharing this feed. Whether you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, tell your buddies to get on, hop on over. Tonight's show is actually we're just hanging out, man. We're just going to be talking about some cool things. Of course, we got some agendas to talk about. Who do we got in here already? We got Arthur Eckert. How you doing? Joshua Cruz, what's happening? Jesse Justice, of course. Melissa Justice, of course. We got the Justices in the house. We got Justin Wiggle. God, how many? We got Justice, and Justin. We got a lot of people jumping in here like crazy with the J names. So speaking of J names, I'm going to be bringing a special guest in right out of the gate. Right out of the kicker. You guys might know this guy. You may not. If you don't know him, we're going to get to know him tonight. He's part of the Cast King family. Started off as a KBA. He's working his way up through the Cast King ladder and is, currently employed now as a Cast King employee and still, of course, part of the KBA and professional angler side. And he is none other than Mr. Jose Cinco himself, also confused with. Now, it's almost like we have this like crazy child out there, the AJ Cinco character that shows up every now and then. Have you heard of that guy, Jose?
Yeah, whenever something kind of mischievous happens, whether it's a joke at a show or something, I think it's normally blamed on the AJ Cinco character, whoever that is.
Who I'm blaming. It's usually something to do with one of us, but we don't want to take it. So is that AJ Cinco guy? All right, man. So, Jose, I know you. I've known you for years. We've done a lot of shows together. You've been a part of the Cast King family. You've been to some Bassmaster Classics with me. You were there for the infamous snap heard around the world. That I'll never live down, especially around you. We'll have to tell that story one of these days in the public. I don't know if that's a story to tell.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so give us a rundown on who Jose Cinco is, where you came from, your background, your love of fishing, and where you're at now in the fishing world.
All right, so I started off fishing in San Diego, California. That's where I was born and raised until the age of 18. Joined the military, served 16 and a half years in the Army, got a medical retirement out, moved back to Oklahoma because I was working in the oil fields. That's the job that I initially got coming off active duty. Now, around that time, 2017, 2018, that's when really social media fishing really kind of started to gain some steam, with a lot of individuals that are huge influencers now in their own right. And it just kind of started off as, I'm already fishing. The kids said, why don't you just start an Instagram or start a YouTube? And I was like, well, you know what? I can do that. Started an Instagram, started a YouTube. And then I was looking online for new stuff. There was absolutely nothing that I can find that was really at my budget point. Saw this weird company called Cast King with a Sharky 2. All right, that tells you how.
Okay. There's a lot of people who have no. Jose froze. Bear with him. He'll be back. Okay, you're back. But no, the Sharky 2. There's a lot of people. There's some OGs that know the Sharky 2. There's some OGs that know it. I'll bet you Shimbersky is still fishing with his Sharky 2. He loves that reel so much, won't put it down. But yeah, that dates you actually a little bit there, the Sharky 2.
The Sharky 2, I still have it. In fact, it's in our travel trailer right now. We brought it to San Diego. That thing has been through heck and back. And then I brought my first bait caster, which was not my personal, but my Cast King one was the Stealth. So that kind of dates it also. I saw a few individuals. Some are still on the team, some aren't. But I was like, what is a brand ambassador? And I kind of thought about it. Shoot, is it like a promotional staff? So I actually emailed Cast King. I reached out. Hey, blah, 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 blah. I would like to do this. And they said, we'll give you a shot. And kind of the application through the application process, continuing on. Here now I am working in the fishing industry. They say once you have the opportunity to get into the industry that you love and work doing something that you love, then you need to jump on it right away.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you answer this question I just put up for you. Obviously, it's definitely for you, but that's it. Like, guys, for those of you watching, we're always talking about. And this is a hard subject to talk about. I almost don't even want to get into it, but you got to, like, getting sponsored, becoming part of a ambassador program with a fishing company, hunting company, any company that has any kind of an ambassador program. that's the gateway into possibilities, as long as you earn it, so to speak. But also there's that huge wave of people trying to be accepted. And the thing is too, is everybody believes that they're the best fisherman on earth. Mm-hmm. Or you see quite a big I shouldn't word it that way, that could be taken wrong, but you see a huge influx of people who have that impression that, hey, I can bring so much to the table, I'm better than this person, I'm better than that, blah blah blah. So when you get 489 of those emails every day, you know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to sift through and pick and choose those people. So those of you watching, keep applying, keep trying, keep at it. If you really want it bad enough and you believe that you as a product, because really, wouldn't you say that's what it is, Jose? You almost present yourself as a product, like, hey, I love this product. I love casting. I love, whether you're going after, some other brand or whatever it is, you have to believe in it, but then you also have to believe in yourself and then come through in that product. So if you believe in yourself as a product, keep marketing, keep trying, don't give up, because those tough times of not getting any feedback or not getting responses, just know that there's a whole lot of people trying to do the same thing you are. And there's always somebody better than you.
You're exactly right.
You are better than a lot of other people, so to speak. So just keep trying, and hopefully you'll get in there. And Jose, you got in there, and now you work for the company. You work for Cascade. So that's dope. All right, I'm going to give you a chance to answer Melissa Justice real quick. Sorry.
Okay, so what is my MOS? Initially, I was a 13 PAPA, which is Fire Direction Specialist for the Multiple Launch Rocket System. So I was field artillery. That's why I deployed with the 2nd Marine Division and 3rd Infantry Division and 18th Airborne Corps as a 13P. And then shortly, a few years after, I reclassed to a 92 Fox, a fueler. But I didn't do much fuel. I was at theater level operations, and I was also in maintenance. So I did a lot of maintenance as the maintenance NCO, as training NCO, went to the schoolhouse, and that's what it all led up to.
Well, thank you for your service, Jose. I've said that a million times. I'll keep thinking it, because anybody in the armed forces, I know that I love you. Casking loves you. We appreciate that. So, but I can tell you right now, I had to post this right here because Robert Green, bro, you are definitely an unofficial ambassador, dude. You're rocking it. And hey, Robert, you said, I saw in the comments, AJ, I got to get me a shirt like that, bro. These are on the website right now. They're on the website. Get them before they go off. Get them before they sell out, because this stuff don't sit long. It gets sold out quick. So, guys, those of you watching, tonight's kind of a hangout show. We're going to just talk back and forth for at least 30 minutes. We're already 8 minutes in. I'm going to let Jose talk about anything that pops to his mind. But really what it's more about is you guys. So if you guys have a question, anything fishing related, or even military related, or just fun topics, keep it fun, guys. Keep it PC. Let us know in the comment section. I'll try to throw your questions up there for myself or Jose. And Jose, he's been a part of the KBA program and helping with a lot of the brand ambassadors that come on. But Jose, your first passion is fishing. And I actually got to ask you a question too. You are stuck in California, and you have been for how long have you been in California?
Oh, I've been in
California. And how long has it been?
I've been here since the 1st of June or 2nd of June, and I was supposed to be home last week. So we drove out to. So, like I said, originally I'm born and raised in San Diego. We took our family. I like to go see my grandparents. My grandparents are still alive. They're 95 and 93. And we took our travel trailer. Well, coming back we were headed towards Bakerfield to go see my wife's old family, and the water pump blew on our expedition. So after back and forth with the warranty companies, I shouldn't say back and forth with the service company, because it wasn't, the dealership was doing everything they could. But it added another 10 days to our trip. I've been stuck out here in California, in Valencia, California for, 10 days.
You know what? That kind of goes a lot to show for a lot of the stuff that we deal with in the fishing industry. And I work automotive by day. That's been my trade for years, is the automotive retail side of things. But you go in Wendy's, you go into Burger King, you go into a lot of different McDonald's, and you see these posters or these signs saying, please bear with us during these times of our supply chain shortages. We experienced the same thing in the fishing industry, and that kind of held you up. You're stuck in California on a week's vacation that turned into 21 days or 19 days or something. And good night, man. And I'll tell you what, as an automotive person, Ford has been been the worst so far for back orders, man. I swear, every time I'm like, oh, it's a Ford. Oh, I gotta call the dealer. It's not gonna be available. It's just not there. So, and that's been the case like left and right, man. So I can sympathize with you, man. Did you get to do any fishing while you were in California?
So I did. So when I was down in San Diego, my son and I took a half-day trip. So we went out on one of the sport fishing boats, and we were actually able to get on some sand bass. And that was a great time. I caught 4 keepers, 6 total. My son caught a couple barracuda. None of them were keepers, but it was fun just to get out there. Castatic Lake, Sean said from YouTube. I actually went out there, and it has very huge. Everyone in the bass fishing industry knows who Butch Brown is, and that's his home lake. But unfortunately, being unfamiliar with the terrain, being off the bank, there was only so much I could do, walk around, and then it got too doggone hot out here. And I was like, all right, time to cut it. I'm out of here. That guy, if I had my kayak, if I had, even a float tube, inflatable SUP, maybe I had a fighting chance. But man, it was hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Especially when you're just like fishing from the bank, trying to crack open. And of course, that's different though, because like you probably, we're getting off, like it's probably not too relevant, but you've had it, like it's I'm sure it's costing you tons of money, but like your permits, because you're a non-resident. So I'll bet you your permits to fish has just been, if you go offshore fishing, that's a different permit. You got to do urban lakes, that's a different permit. If you go over here, that's a different permit.
So it was $12 to fish that lake area, and you have the lagoon, and you have the upper lake. And that wasn't too bad. But actually, even though I'm not a resident of California, they do have a disabled veterans discount. So I was able to take care of that. $8. You can't beat that.
Nope. Doing something right there.
Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, I think it would have been $150 for a year permit or something crazy.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, that's eek. So we got a question here, Jose, and I'll let you jump on this one. Why would I want – no, granted, also I got to throw this out there. I know who this random Facebook user is now. But it's been funny because somehow this person screwed up their identity, but now it's more of a joke. So it's always funny. Guys, in the comment section, let me know who you think the random Facebook user is, and we'll see. Maybe I'll do a giveaway who gets it right first. But this random Facebook user says, why would I want a Capstan 300 or the Royal Legend 200? Why?
So whenever you see at the 100, 200, 300, it comes down to line capacity. But, so there's a lot of people, though, they might look at yourself, AJ, and myself, and they're like, well, you guys only catch ditch pickles. Why would you even need a 300? And what that comes down to is the gearing and the internals. If you're flinging a Alabama rig around all day, if you're flinging around a 6-7 ounce glide bait, up $1,100 glide bait, you're not going to throw that on a 100 series, because after a couple days or sessions, it's going to completely wear it down. So that's for situations where I'll look towards a 200 or a 300. It's not necessarily the line capacity for me, because I'm not a cat fisherman, but it's the gearing and the internals. So especially if I'm throwing an A-rig and I have the chance at gigantor fish, then it's going to be Capstan 300 all day.
Yeah. If you're throwing, XD5s around all day, cool. But like you said, you're throwing this giant glide bait or an Alabama rig,
12 XDs, 10 XDs, deep divers.
Yeah, just nonstop. You need a heavy duty application for that. So that's one reason. And then of course you get into bigger species, of course, which still falls into that heavy duty category. Bigger drags, bigger abilities, and the 200 gets you in the middle. I don't want to invest in that Capstan 300, which may be a little bigger than I want. Maybe I don't want to get into that $129 price point. The 200 gets you in the middle, saves you some bucks, but still makes you capable, so on and so forth. So definitely, bigger species, bigger baits.
Yes.
Larger line capacities. And more heavy duty. You know what I mean? That's really the way to go. What else we got in here? Oh, wait, here we go. Sorry. I have to, every now and then I chase the squirrel looking to see if there's any, let's see here. So I'm wondering this one. So, Brad, let me know what you're asking. When will the right hand be back in stock? On which reel? That helps. I know because I know that we do run out of right-handed reels. We run out of left-handed reels, just like the supply chain that we're talking about soon. That's all I can say is I mean, I can't give you a date next week or anything to that nature because there's so many different variables that can screw that up. But I know the company is trying to get those reels back in stock as fast as possible. And sometimes it turns into like we're talking about the supply chain. It could be something as simple as the manufacturer that makes the brass gearing. The brass is hard to get at that time or on back order, and then you can't get that one component, which completely halts the production of the reel. So those are different things that can cause those supply chain woes. But I don't know if that's a good enough answer. When will the right-hand version of whatever reel you're asking will be back in stock? And I don't mean that, offensively. I mean soon, as soon as possible. We hate being out of stock of anything. Trust me. Casking hates being out of stock. We love it because it means sales are good, but it's like, can we get it faster? How can we get it here quicker? And then it's just 2019, the end of 2019 and 2020 created a whole bunch of obstacles that just have not gone away completely. And they just keep dragging. So we're trying, guys. We're trying. What else we got? Anybody got any questions for me and Jose? Please ask away. Let me know what you think. Jose, I'm going to post something up here in the screen. I ask your opinion on this. I don't know if that seems familiar to you.
Oh, I can't make it out.
So what that is a schedule for July 19th through the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Does this ring a bell?
Now it rings a bell. Yeah, that's we're going to be. I wish we could share more, but to say that we are going to make one of the biggest splash that we have ever made for ICAST is an understatement. Because the full plans haven't been unveiled to AJ and myself.
Not completely.
But just the way things sound, what we're coming out, man, what we're trying to do now is just absolutely different from anything we've ever done. And it's going to be absolutely amazing.
We've got some cool things coming for those of you guys watching, our big hardcore Cast King fans out there. And guys, for those of you that are going to be in Orlando, Florida, from the 19th through the 22nd, myself, Jose, we are going to be the people you will probably see first if you're at ICAST and you come walking up to the booth. Please come see us, come meet us. We've got a meet and greet tonight. This is almost like a pre-thing for ICAST. Like, hey guys, these are the two faces that you might see right out of the gate. Look for us. But come over to the casting booth. We've got some new things right here. Now, I can tell you this. Here's a little sneak peek coming out of here, guys. This ad is being shown out there. Will you be at ICAST RSVP to review new products? Booth 833. We're giving away a hat and a casking cup. And I tell you what, Extremis Cup, which is the sister company to Casking. Mm-hmm. I don't go every show you guys see me drinking out of this cup. This cup is by me every single day. It is the real deal. Adore it. We're giving them away. We're giving away those cups. They're 304 stainless steel, vacuum insulation. They're the bomb. You can get these comfy, cool hats. We're gonna have hats for you. We're gonna hook it up, but maybe take a moment, guys, and read right down there. There are some sneak peek little Easter eggs in there. I can't talk about all of them. Yeah, we know the Mega Jaws Elite. We know the Deadbolt and the Capstan. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. But it is on record. It's already been shared in the media world. There are some new goodies that are going to be shown. And I'll tell you this, too. Like, every ICAST that I've been a part of now, Jose, this is your first ICAST. You've been with me at the Bassmaster Classics and MLF, but there's always a new product that isn't even mentioned, or like we see and we get a look at it. We're like, what is that? What is that? When is that coming? And they always tell us soon, and it's like a year away. And it's I know we say soon on the live show all the time, but and I hate saying it that way, but no, I mean it's neat to see. So like, okay, perfect example. I want to say it was 2 or 3 ICASTs ago, the first time I saw the ice rods. They were in the back, and I went back into the Iron Curtain, and there's these little gems sitting there. I'm like, what are those? And of course the big wigs are like, no, can't talk about that right It was good times, man. It's cool, but it's kind of neat. You start seeing, and of course they've changed. They changed a lot. So you get to see these sneak peeks. Last year's ICAST, the deadbolt was shown privately. You know what I mean? And so it was one of those things that these ideas float around. Not that I'm saying if you come to the booth, you're going to see this stuff. But the cool thing about ICAST is you are going to see things like, and there's something down there mentioned, in the little section that I showed that nobody's seen yet before, and it's going to make some big waves. There, you get to see these little tidbits, and it's not just with casting; it's the entire industry. Everybody's doing it. So, like, this is going to be your first ICAST, and you're going to be a kid in a candy store. I know we act like kids in candy store at the MLF, at the Classic, but the ICAST, that's that secret.
That's a secret. Yeah, for people that don't really know ICAST is industry only, so it's not open to the public. So when you have like the Classic, when you have the Red Crest, AJ and I are just running around like chickens with our heads cut off to suit the customers with the products and this and that. Now that's not necessarily going to be the case for ICAST. It'll be all industry folks. So
right.
It's a different vibe.
It is. It totally is a different vibe. I mean, you still get. It's funny how many people from the public get in there, because a couple do, but it's because they know somebody or something. I don't even know exactly how some of them get in there, but the majority, like 99.9%, is vendors, big manufacturers. That's where, like, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Academy, Taco Warehouse, Walmart, Amazon, like these huge industry players come in and make deals. They come in and they want to see what's new, what's hot. Why should I do business with you? Or I'm dying to do business with you. Please let me sell your stuff. And we've had our share of that stuff, and it's crazy what happens in this. And then of course you get these interviews, you get to see all the big names, ideas get spit around, and it's just a really neat melting pot of the world of fishing. I mean, you've got China's there in force, Brazil's there. The French are there. You have German engineering's, Korea's there. It's neat. Like me personally, I never knew Brazil until, of course I know it now, but 9 years ago, I'm like, Brazil's big into and they're there in force. And then the French are too. Like, it's really neat. And you get to see everybody's all working together. And so, kind of like our covert fishing line is made in, Germany. And there's a lot of different products made around the world, and they do it better, so to speak, than in some places. And so when you can just go, hey, we're going to use some of that. What can you do? And all of a sudden it all comes together, even suppliers, like we talked about, like I said, the brass gearing may be hard to get. You get people that make those gears, and they come over and be like, you need to use my gears in your reels, and here's why. And it's just neat to watch it all come together. It really is.
Melissa was asking, do y'all need to come to Texas during school tournaments? Do y'all support fishing school?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So I have been involved with that process. We are completely revamping our high school programs. When we're able to release more and get everything finalized, we will be heavily involved with our youth anglers, because that's the future of fishing. That's where fishing starts. To think that you can get a varsity letter now for fishing, at all these schools, and then get a full ride scholarship to your secondary schools fishing is amazing. And I love that. And yes, we will be heavily involved. Can't put a date on it. We're so busy slammed with ICAST, but it will be around that time, maybe before or after, on the program details.
So watch this. Okay. So this is kind of funny. Let me make sure before I do it. Yes, right here. Jose, check this out. I'm going to send you something. And this is also great for everybody else involved. Melissa, we're watching. I just sent this to Jose without me even doing anything. You'll know what I'm talking about. Melissa, you actually talked about information on your social media, and I saw it. And I already had it saved to forward to Jose soon. He just got it. Mm-hmm. And so, yes, Melissa, there are programs that we're working on before you've ever posted that. We are revamping things. We're looking to stay current. We're looking to stay relevant. So it's funny that you asked, and I also saw your post earlier and copied it, and took it down, and was like, hey, we need to look into that. And of course, you always like to see what everybody else is doing in the industry, what you can do better. what you can afford to do, what you can't afford to do, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. So we're developing this guy right here. Oh, I'm backwards. Over there, he's got a hand in it, and I just sent him the information you posted that I was going to send him after the show tonight. So funny you asked, but it just goes to show we watching, girl. We working on it. So hang tight. Of course, we love the fact that you're here on this show. All right, we got some new comments. Let's take a look what we got in here. What part of Texas? Our random Facebook user says, what part of Texas wants to know where Melissa's at, I'm sure. So let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. I threw the Mega Jaws Elite all day last Saturday. It's my new favorite reel.
Oh my gosh.
Thing is neat.
It's hard to put down.
That I think is so underrated. It's a Mega Jaws. It's not the Elite, but it's the. So I like the Mega Jaws normal reel. It was cool. It was great. I'll be honest, it was not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I had so many other casting reels. That was my go-to. I have the blue upgraded Mega Jaws with the self-adjusting brakes as well. And that thing, for the price point that it's at, is stupid awesome as how well it works. The Elite works fantastic. But if you guys don't want to spend that $129 price point, because a lot of people love casting for that right there, affordable innovation, and some people feel $129 reel is not affordable to them. Dude, get the Mega Jaws upgraded. If you believe what Adam Robinson is telling you right here, but you don't want to spend $129, get the upgraded Mega Jaws. You'll be just as happy. What do you think of it, Jose? What's your thoughts on that Mega Jaws?
It's everything from the feel to the cast to the power it has in it, the speed. I'm blessed to have access to Bassonators, and I have 3 or 4 of them. But once I got the MJE, it was, I didn't even want to pick up my Bassonators, and that says a lot.
It says a lot. That says I still love my Bassonators, and I still pick them up. It's kind of fun for me every time we come out with a new reel, and I pick it up and I play with it and I fish for it all day long, and then I'm like, man, that reel's fantastic. Oh, I don't even want to touch my Bassinator. I don't want to touch my Bassinator. I'll fish with this rest of my life. And then I finally pick up a Bassinator, and they're like, oh, I remember now.
Yeah, I remember why it was my favorite.
It's so awesome. I mean, your statement that you don't even want to fish with your Bassinator is 100% a solid statement. But then you fish with your Bassinator again, you're like, oh, I missed you. So
yeah, Bassinator, awesome. Even Pro Rod, it's just so light, so balanced, so comfortable. But yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So we've got ICAST coming up. We've got that stuck up in there. Guys, definitely check it out. Let me hide this post right here. Booth 833. We want to beat that up to you. We're going to keep talking about ICAST in the coming weeks until it comes to fruition. But we've got some other stuff coming up that's pretty good that we don't want to forget about. We've got 4th of July coming. We just had Father's Day sales. We had the Memorial Day sale previously. We're going to be popping off for 4th of July. I mean, it's Independence Day, baby. We got to be doing something special for that. So be watching out. Get your piggy banks ready to get smashed, because we're going to have some discounts for 4th of July. We love it. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, I have to ask. Let me get rid of this real fast. How many people are participating in this? Jose, have you participated? You almost dropped mine.
Yes, I have.
Oh, look at that, guys. This is cool, guys. Just if you guys are a top performer in the Wall of Fame, you get this heavy, awesome. I'm going to wear this thing around and just tell people to just listen. Don't talk to me. You know who I am. I'm going to have this big red, white, blue ribbon, my gold medal. And I'm just going to be like, do you know who I am? I'm a gold medal.
We'll wear them at ICAST, AJ. We'll both wear them at ICAST.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's it. Knuckles, it's happening. People are like, yeah. I'm going to look on Amazon and see if I can get the red, white, blue ribbons so we can walk around with gold medalists. So we're casting gold medalists. But guys, get your gold medal. Check out the Wall of Fame. Let's Let's jump over and take a look. See, this is something that I think is very important that people fail to really grasp. A lot of people think that the Wall of Fame is their personal best of all time. What's your personal best bass?
My personal best bass is an 8.8.
Is an
So
8-8.
not solid, not. I know everyone from the South gets a 10. Not everyone. Okay, so
I was like,
I'm
my
gonna
biggest is 7.5, so you got me beat already. So,
search for it. I'm trying. Dang it, I'm trying.
but I mean, look at this. Okay, we're Tuesday, right? Today is June
Wow.
21st. So we're talking the week of June 20th through the 26th. There is nobody's posted in largemouth bass yet, or smallmouth, or trout, walleye, crappie, catfish, salmon, steelhead. Ladies and gentlemen, it is wide open, wide open.
And it's a great program. Everyone should, I got it for crappie, and they weren't gigantic crappie, but no one else entered.
But
So I
it's
got
it's,
my
it's your
medal
personal best for the week.
for the week. So that week, my biggest crappie, I put it in there, got my medal, got my extremist can cooler, got a few other things. I got 2 medals. So everyone should be able to do it. It's fun. It gets your name out there. It gets us eyes on to see what gear everyone's using. And I mean, it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many different things to take advantage of. I mean, it's free. You guys win some gear, and you can win up to $2,000 in cash prizes. If you win, here's what I'm trying to find. I think I'm winning so far in the month of June. Let's go back. So let's go to June 6th.
MJE is the prize if no one beats you for the month.
Right. And guys, don't let me win. Don't let me win. I got into it to try to get you guys to go and get the hype going. And I didn't think I was going to be the top performer. There's so many better fishermen than me out there. And you guys need to show me up. Show me what's up. So right now, just shy of 5 pounds. So you guys have like a week and a half to catch a 5-pounder to win the month of June for largemouth. And I'm sure if you guys just get on here and review, it's better. So I'm winning for the month of June through June 6th and June 12th. So I won that week, got my award already, got my cool little extra gift that they sent me. And so let's take a look. June 13th and 19th, this is where we're at now. It's a 24-inch largemouth. Oh, that's a big one. Hold on. I might be losing. This is 24. News to me. 24-inch. What's the weight on this thing? I want to know the weight. It's surely got to be bigger. 20, because mine was 21 and a half.
Oh, yeah.
So if this thing's 24, I'll bet you it's pushing over 5.
Oh, it has to be 24. That's a 6.
Gotta be
long and skinny, but
Yeah. So it doesn't show the actual weight here, which is crazy to me. I'm gonna have to find where that is. But so far, right now, Junior's winning with a 20. He must have slid that one in right at the last moment there on the 14th, because I didn't see that the other day. Good for you, Junior. So, guys, that's still a beatable bass. I mean, it's a little harder now. 24 inches, you start getting into 5.5, 6-pound bass. So, but that's my point is Junior took up that whole challenge and got up in there and started winning. And he has a very good chance of winning himself a Mega Jaws Elite bait casting reel or a gift card for the value of the Mega Jaws Elite bait casting reel. Let's say he's got 3 of them already. And he's like, oh man, I really want a Speed Demon Pro rod or Spirali to throw one of those reels on. Boom. You can choose the gift card over the Mega Jaws Elite. So guys, get out there. Definitely get out there and get on that. I mean, what's keeping you? You know what I mean? You're watching the show and you love to go fishing. What's preventing you from doing it? So let's see here. What do we got? Let's see. We got this one right here. Here we go. Bank Shot Fishing says my 8-year-old Summer is still a workhorse for me. Hey, Jose, do you know the story behind where that name came from?
The Summer, no.
I do. So we'll just leave it at that. But I'll tell you later. But yeah. So anyways, not my ex-girlfriend. I'll leave it there. So
we talked about the 8-year-old Summer still working. My Centron combo is what I've been using forever. I guarantee that Centron combo has caught more species of fish more fish in more states than any other combo in my arsenal.
And that, people believe that there's always this, I got to have an expensive rod and reel combo to be competitive. Not necessarily. You know what I mean? That's one reason why we have affordable stuff. Dude, I've caught so many fish on my Pair G2 and Royal, Select rods. It's crazy. Like, I love my Speed Demon and my Spirals, and that's what I primarily use now. But I've caught a ton on those other rods and reels. I mean, you can get out there and catch some. As a matter of fact, my personal best came off the Pair G1 rod.
Oh.
Came off the Pair G1 rod a long time ago. So that came off that. Now, here's a good point right here. Add saltwater bass for the Wall of Fame. Absolutely. Would love to. We'd also, if we're going to keep expanding and keep investing, we also like to see a turnout. So get out there, guys, and really push, because, the bass fishing, catfishing, crappie world, trout, that's such a huge market. We should see a good return on that as far as participation. So if we want to start adding salt species and things like that, let's just really get out there and start pumping that fresh water, and the salt water is sure to follow. But I agree with you, AM Skater. Definitely need to add that to it. So what else we got in here? We've already hit that 30-minute mark, Jose. I'm keeping you from your family, but I mean, you guys are stuck in California anyway. So
yeah, just till tomorrow. We're just kind of packing things up, getting the trailer ready. I'll probably have it hooked up and everything ready to go tomorrow, so I could just unlock everything and roll out.
Here's a fun one right here. Check this out. Still rocking my Assassin.
Wow.
Love it. I got, actually, check this out. This is a rarity. This is in my collection. And that's what that Virus Assassin is. It's almost like an updated version of a fan favorite. But did you ever have one of these, Jose?
The Assassin rod?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get it. So, at that time I was just a brand new KBA, and I barely got my hands on the Royal Selects, or as there were the Royal Legend rods back then. But those ones were I wanted, because at that time I know that rod was your absolute favorite.
I love the Royals. We used to call it the Royal Legends, the Royal Select now, and I got them sent to me as prototypes, and I just fished with them like crazy. Me and Matt Rhodes, went and did a trip, and we didn't have a good fishing trip. We had fun, but we just didn't catch them. But we caught a couple, like literally like 3 the whole trip of 3 days of fishing. It was rough here in Arizona. He came out to Arizona. We just put it to work, and it was like 108 degrees every day. They just weren't doing anything. We were trying to power fish when we should have been fishing deep and finessing. But Matt did score like a 4-pounder, on one of the last days. So it worked out. Put it on there. But that Assassin rod and reel, the reel was out for quite a while. Mm-hmm. The rod was a minute. It was a minute. It was the upgraded. So you had like the Pair G2, which is the Pair G2, and the Royal Select or Royal Legend are the same blank. They both use Fuji guides. The Royal Select or Legend at the time has an aluminum reel seat, where the Pair G2 has a graphite reel seat. Of course, EVA, so on and so forth, right? But the Assassin had a Fuji reel seat, and it was, instead of a 24-ton Elite carbon blank, it was, I think, a 26 or a 28-ton carbon blank. So it was just, and then of course it had the AAA main cork on there. It was just a sweet rod and reel. And I used it for like one season, and then it went away. Yeah, it went away. The availability, it was a short run, and it was gone. I was like, I got to put this away. Never use it again. It's my baby. And it's kind of like, but it was neat too to watch that curve of things to come too. It was really neat. It was really cool. Oh, look at this one. Milton Thompson. Milton Thompson, good old Milton, we love you. I'm still rocking my White Max and the original Royal Legend. That's up there with the days of like the stealth that you talked about, things like that.
Yeah, the White Max was a complete monster. That's also the original Speed Demon around that time too.
Yeah, the original Speed Demon. That was a 9-3-1. Or was it a 9-1-1? I think it was 9-1-1. Then we did 9-3-1, and then it was the 10-5-1.
Yeah,
I believe so. Well, cool. That's it, guys. We've exhausted. We're 40 minutes into the show. I know Jose's been he's been without sleep for 19 days, checking on his truck every single day, trying to get. You're heading on the road tomorrow. What time do you think you're going to be blasting off out of California tomorrow, Jose?
I want to be out of here no later than 0430. So 4:30 in the morning. I want to be wheels on the pavement going.
For the rest of the world, it's like 7:30 a.m. For us on the West Coast, that's 4:30 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to be, so you'll probably hit your destination of your halfway point, like what, like 6?
Yeah,
8?
probably about 6.
Well, hopefully you don't have any issues, man. I hope the best for you. You've had too many hiccups. Oh, hold on. Somebody gave away something. I got to look at something real fast. Let me see if anybody guessed it. I don't think anybody answered who the special guest was.
Who the special guest was?
Our Facebook user. I'm just doing a quick look.
Someone said it was Doug.
No, it's not Doug. It's not Doug. Let's see. Did anybody say it? Anybody say it? I'm scrolling, and then I'm going to show who it was. No, I don't think anybody said it. But right here, guys, this is our secret user that has been jumping in and out of the show last couple of weeks. Nope, that's not it. Right as I went to click it, it changed. Right here. Now you can see me. Boom. Now you can see me, AJ. So Milton Thompson, of course, he's always there. We love you, Milton. You're a hardcore bro. You've been there for a long time. Now you're a KBA. You got into the KBA program. But then all of a sudden he went undercover as the secret Facebook profile user. But now he's back. It's Milton Thompson on YouTube. So that was our secret guy. Nobody guessed it. Nobody did anything. But yes, that's who it was. Glad to have you where people can identify our brother Milton was happening. So, all right, guys. Is it Al? Robert Green was like, is it Al? No, it's not Al. It's not Al. And Robert was like one of the only ones to actually try. So, guys, Jose's getting on the road. Jose, you've had an adventure. You'll be home hopefully in about 2 days, give or take. Safe travels, as everybody in the comment section is saying. Man, I hope you don't have any more hiccups. I hope you get to have a little bit of fun and sightseeing on the way home. I mean, California is a neat place, for some fun. It's a big destination. But to get stuck your entire vacation when you were supposed to sightsee the whole way. Did you have any other stops for fishing? Were you supposed to hit hey, I'm going to fish in Arizona, I'm going to fish Cali, I'm going to fish New Mexico?
No, I didn't have any plans to do any of that. It was just kind of with a family vacation and all that. But we're in Valencia and we already had Six Flags season passes, so we went to Six Flags. We went
they were like, oh, here comes the Cincos.
Yeah, hey, what's
Ring
up,
16, they're here again.
But AJ, before I leave out here, I wanted to say something really quick. If that's all right.
Absolutely.
So I get hundreds to even thousands of applications for brand ambassadors, and what I want to say to everyone that wants to be a brand ambassador, just like AJ said, you're coming off as a product. So everyone gravitates toward ICAST King for their value. Now it's the same thing when you're a social media influencer. What value do you bring? Everyone catches big fish. A lot of people do. A lot of people have the same pictures of them holding a fish, videos of. Nobody wants to see Jose Cinco fishes a private pond in Oklahoma. Nobody wants to see that. Now, if I'm over there talking about specific techniques, why I use certain gear in certain situations, not time, I'm bringing value. Even like a lot of influencers now with TikTok and Instagram reels are entertainment. Entertainment is value too. You're making us laugh. Me and AJ are going, oh, that's hilarious. That's bringing value.
This is a perfect example.
So just like that, entertainment is value. So when you want to work with a company, when you want to approach, someone like myself or someone else in the management, what value do you bring, not just to ICAST King, but to your audience? So bring value, have that set. Why should we watch you? Why should we put you on the team? What value do you bring? Ask yourself that before jumping in the DMs, saying some really weird stuff in the ICAST King DMs. Weird stuff.
I tell you what, I can't say how much. So no joke, I actually had a guy a while back. He lives in my area too, so this is bad. Hopefully he doesn't get upset with me. But hit me up, and he had a big radio tower with electrical stuff on everything on it. And he hits me. This is one of the craziest things that's been in my inbox for ICAST King relation stuff. And he wanted to know what rod and reel combo would be good to use to remove a bird's nest at the top of this tower. And I'm just like, there's a liability issue here, sir, that I can't suggest. It was, but it like blew me away. I'm like, okay, when they say you've seen it all, there's more to see out there. I was not expecting that one, but you brought up a good point. We were kind of wrapping the show up, but in a way, if you're cool, I want to extend it a little longer because that's a great topic to talk about. And hopefully, if the audience is willing to listen, let's say people in this audience, and I would have to believe a good portion want to be a KBA or want to be, whether it's Abu, Daiwa, 13 Fishing, who knows, like all these favorite, like there's a million different manufacturers out there and you're just trying to jump on one. And we'd love to have you at Casking. We really would. We just have to go through the processes, right? But let's say somebody is 10 years old, 15, 25, 30, 50 years old. What are certain qualifications that are going to make them above other people? Like I have the biggest thing that I see that is a big misconception is I tournament fish. So you should have me on the program. There's a million tournament fishermen out there, and the sad thing is, look at it this way. This is my opinion and the way I look at it. If you're out tournament fishing, you're fishing against other guys, right? Or gals that are possibly already sponsored, working on a sponsorship, or endorsed, right? So if you've either got to hit a broad audience, that way you can present the brand that you're trying to share, because that's what it is. You're an ambassador. You're trying to present the knowledge, the value, and the reasoning for that product to other people. But if these people are your competition and they're already backed by somebody else or the same product you're using, and it's a hometown tournament, how many people see it? 50, 60 people? And they're already there. So social media is your platform. That's your tree, your pyramid of, it starts here and it trickles down. So if you only have 150 followers, well, I don't do Instagram and I don't do TikTok and I don't do YouTube and I'm not very active on Facebook. That already devalues you, wouldn't you say, Jose? Because that's the thing is, with so many people trying to do what you're doing, you have to show your worth, your value to become, well, what makes you more valuable to us? Because we're going to be giving you discounts and promotions, things like that. What sets you apart? What would you say is another thing to look at rather than like to build your social media audience? That's definitely something, is what I could say.
Definitely having whether it's a page, whether it's an Instagram, Facebook, whatever, that's really focused on a niche. Like if you just say, hey, it's a fishing channel, cool, it's a little bit better. Now if you say, hey, it's a bass fishing channel, now you say, hey, it's a kayak bass fishing channel, you're focusing more on the niche, and that's going to make you pop out. And just like AJ said, when it comes at the end of the day, it is numbers. Now I'm very fortunate myself. I barely hit the minimum numbers initially when I didn't even think I did. And Casking took a chance on me because I showed them, hey, yeah, I'm just starting out, but here's what I'm capable of doing. Here's videos that I've done before. This is what I've done. So yeah, maybe your audience may not, maybe you don't have 1,000 followers yet on Instagram, but if your work ethic is there and we can see that, oh, you're pumping out content left and right, there's no reason why you can't be that big, especially on Instagram right now. If you want to grow, the best way to grow organically right now is TikTok or Instagram.
That's and reels. I'm horrible at reels. I keep telling myself to get into it, start pushing reels, and that's swallow that pill and get it done.
You just have to get it done. It doesn't take much. If you look at my page, Bait and Bougie, it's like a short 4-second video, right? 4-second video, but a very captivating caption. And it's, 5,000 views in the first hour. And the stuff kind of just takes off. I've gained, I'm over 6,500 followers now, and I just started doing reels maybe a month and a half ago. So stuff wasn't taking off. It was very hard. But now with Instagram reels, that's what you need to be focusing on. Find a strategy that works and take it off and take off. Don't stop using. Here's another thing that I had to kind of think. I quit caring what other people think. I quit caring that if I'm going to make a knot tying video, all my fishing buddies go, oh, look at this dummy making a knot tying video. Or even my army buddies, oh, well, you think you're a cool fisherman now? Look, I stopped caring what everyone says, what everyone thinks. I did my stuff, exactly. And then now I'm working in the industry that I love for the company that gave me a shot in 2018.
And it's funny. You bring up a great point too. Like you said, stop caring what everybody thinks, and you also said find your niche. You know what I mean? Like, see if you can guess who I'm thinking of. Who comes to mind when you think of the Zephyr and bait finesse systems? There's a guy who wasn't
the guy that pushed the Zephyr from the beginning, Jimmy Lee.
Yes, exactly. So anytime I think instantly I think, okay, bait finesse. Jimmy Lee. That's my guy I go to every time when I think of the bait finesse. And if we have a new product comes out or something else gets seen, I think of Jimmy Lee. Now, is he the first guy to do it? No. But he's one that we took notoriety of. Mm-hmm. So find your niche, and that's his. Find yours and build on it. And all of a sudden, you'll build this platform of people who are going to come to you as a social media opinion leader. Like they're going to go, well, I'm going to ask this guy what his views are. I'm going to ask her what she thinks, because anytime I think of this, I got to go to her because she knows. She's legit on this, or he's legit on this, and this person knows. Like everything I've ever learned has come from this person. But they started somewhere. They had their first post. They had their first video, and it was crap. A lot of it was crap. Like right out of the gate, it wasn't great. And they're probably their own biggest critic. But somewhere, someone out there, whether they were 9 years old or there was some 37-year-old dude like in his basement, like, how the heck do I tie this knot? My friends are making fun of me. And they figured it out because of that video. And all of a sudden they're like, that guy's cool. And there's 100 uni knot videos out there. There's 100 braid knots out there. There's tons of different things out there. Don't worry about doing it again. Do it again. Because the way you present it may click or resonate with someone else. So just keep building, keep trying, build your followers. There's potential out there. There's mad potential. Jose, what do you think? What else is coming across your mind on this? Because it's such a great topic. Like I want to see these programs build. 2014 is when I started with Cast King. ICAST was crazy, nuts. But then 2015, 2016 hit, and then all of a sudden it was just like Guggen Squad came out. And Lucky Tackle Boxes, half of the guys that started LTB became Guggens, and then you had, Mystery Tackle Box and all those kids that went crazy and so on and so forth. And it just turned into this social media engine that went nuts. And now it's the thick of it, and you have to work to participate.
And you said it exactly right. When someone says, I can't think of any content, you don't have to come up with something brand new. Honestly, if I think, man, you know what? No one has ever covered this funky technique that I do. It probably may not take off. And so think about it. How many times has a video been done on a Cinco? 1 million? A bazillion times?
Yeah.
Asking page. One of the top videos is me talking about the dang Cinco. It's like 80-something thousand views on YouTube of me talking about a Cinco, and that's been done. Somebody was in the comments, oh, that's horrible. This is done 1,000 times, but you're still here watching and commenting.
Right. But you're watching 1001.
Yeah.
And you're looking for, well, what can you do different with a Cinco, man? Like, what is there? Somebody's going to do something different. Like this Gregory right here, this gentleman Gregory says, I'm a terrible angler. Maybe that's a market for me. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like it's little things that just, if you can find something to pop off, like Joel Pascal, love the guy. Guy's phenomenal. KBA. He's been busy with some things. You nailed it right there. You knew where I was going. He's making his comeback because he's been doing some different things in life and had to make some adjustments. But for a while, when he was in the KBA program, he was trying to do some different. He's still in the KBA program, by the way. He was trying to find his niche. He's trying to find what works for me. What am I doing? And he would call me and he's like, AJ, I can't do what you're doing, or I can't do what this person's doing. It just seems foreign to me. I'm like, do you, bro? Find what you like about you, and you don't even know you like it yet. You just got to play with it and have fun, and it's going to pop. It's going to come to fruition. And then he did the video on the Haas or the hog tackle bag, and he was just like, man, this thing's got pockets everywhere, and I use it all the time. Pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets on pockets. And that was like, To me, as soon as I saw that video, I was like, yes, there it is, bro. It's you. That's Joel Pascal with casking right there. And that video was phenomenal. And he got tons of views. We sold out of that thing. And it was a rocket ship. I mean, it was everything that you want. And it was Joel's personality.
Uh-huh.
He sold his personality without even trying that day. And it was amazing. Amazing. It's awesome. So that's just the little things, ladies and gentlemen, out there. If Jose and I can give off any advice out there from being in this industry. I've been with the company 9 years. Jose, how long you've been? Like what, 6?
What is that? Now 4 years. 4 years now.
4? Yeah, it seems longer. Seems like we've been bros forever.
We've been bros forever.
I even have your water bottles. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions, okay? Just don't worry about me. But but it's funny, you know what I mean? Find your thing. And like, Gregory, you claim that you're terrible at fishing. I promise you there's somebody out there worse. And if you can show them something, that you believe you're terrible, but you can probably teach somebody something. And that's it. I mean, part of being a KBA isn't exactly, granted, in business, you're in business to provide a service, a great product, and customer service, and make a profit. That's business 101, okay? You're there to make money. Let's not lie. We'd love to make money. But we're also trying to stay affordable and be innovative and have fun, but also provide a service. And that service doesn't necessarily mean, hey, you need to buy this rod and reel. That service can be the video that you put out. Here's how to tie a Palmer knot. Here's how to drop shot. Here's how to finesse. Here's how to get a lure out of the side of your leg, Mr. Ryan Riggs. There's a ton of different things out there that you are, boom. I found this video of this cool little trick. Not selling anything, is a trick. And found it off Casking's channel. You know what I mean? We just want to bring the fun, enjoyable tools of fishing to you guys. And granted, provide a service and enjoy life in the fishing industry. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Jose, what's it say? Well, I don't know what this comment's for.
That's for
It's for me. It's some weird way. It's not creepy at all. What are you talking about? Man, I'm looking good in that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is me in my teens, late teens, early 20s. One crazy party, and this is after that party. The rest of my life. True story. All right. So, Alonzo, I tell you what, man, you just asked what's on the agenda for today with Casking Pro. We talked about ICAST. We talked about the Wall of Fame. If you ain't got one of these, you guys got to be part of the club. Get out there. Get out there. It's that easy. It's so easy. And it's not personal best of all time, just for the week. It's a new week every week. You have a chance to win tons of different species. Get on it. So we talked about ICAST. We talked about the Wall of Fame. We talked about the KBA program. We talked about the military. We talked about 4th of July. Alonzo, you got to go back and watch the rebroadcast, bro. There's some cool stuff in there. But I got to say, probably this last 30 minutes of the show has been the best. Talking about if you want to be in the part of the fishing industry, you want to be a KBA, you want to be part of the club for wherever you go, there's some decent little information in here that can really help. So, and I can tell you what, if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself. Jose, I know that
That's me.
your inbox is open. They're always ding, ding, ding at all hours of the night. They're open. Hit us up. Hit us up. Now, I will say, give us a day or two. Sometimes we're busy. I know Jose's got a lot of driving, and Jose will not be answering your texts for like 12 hours tomorrow. In 12 hours.
Only on stops. Every 2 hours, I got to stop and get gas.
That's illegal. So, yeah, but definitely hit us up. And if you have any questions, you want to know questions about the products, you want to know questions about KBA programs, we may not have the exact answer you're looking for at that moment, but we can definitely point you in the direction if we don't. So it's not always knowing the answer, but knowing where to find it, guys. I'm giving away AJ, also known as AJ Gore. Hit me up on any of my social media platforms, Messenger, on Instagram, Facebook, definitely. Jose Cinco, what are some of the profiles that they can hit you up on that you prefer to be contacted on for information?
Well, straight up, Jose Cinco on Facebook. Feel free to add me as a friend. All right, that's no problem. But I'm most active currently right now on Instagram. So it's bait_n_bougie, bait and bougie. But if you just bait, or even if you put in Cast King, my name comes up. So
definitely. And that's another thing right there. Just like Jose said, feel free to add me. Promote yourself. You are a product. If you're looking to go anywhere in the industry and become bigger in the industry, think of yourself as your favorite crankbait or your favorite lure or some of your favorite reels. And you always tell your buddies about this reel. Tell the world about you. Mm-hmm. Tell the world about you. Tell them to add you. What can I do to help you? And just start growing. And that's how it goes. And Jose just did a perfect example right there. Please add me. Add me. Add me. Get them to add you, and it just starts going from there. It starts going from there. Guys, my name's AJ Gore. This is Jose Cinco on the other side. That's Jose Cinco over there. Over in California, he's getting ready to run to the other side of the country starting tomorrow morning. If you got to have any questions for Jose, give him a little bit of time. He will get back with you. Same thing with me. Guys, check us out. Casking USA on TikTok. We also have 2 Instagram platforms. What are they, Jose?
Casking USA and Casking Community.
That's right.
On your Casking related post, if you really want us to notice it, make sure you're tagging both of those accounts so that it pops up on our feed.
You know what? That's another great tip. We can't let it go.
We're just gold nuggets are just dropping.
I picked up a small endorsement years ago from Zions Energy Drinks. Okay. It was only for about a year. Small endorsement. You know how I got picked up? You know how they hit me up and sponsored me?
You just tagged them in a photo?
Purely hashtags. That's it. Just hashtag post. And then before you know it, they put me on a KBA. They put me on an ambassador program and sent me a bunch of stuff. And I was already a proud, I used to drink Zions back when I was in the MMA promoting world. I actually knew the old owner of Zions, Ted, but of course it got bought out, sold, big different story, going way off topic. But the big corporate chain of Zions found me off of hashtags. So that's a perfect point that Jose made right there. Hashtag. Use the @ symbol, @Casking, @Casking USA, @Casking Community, and find it, whether it's YouTube. Start to familiarize yourself with those platforms. Look at relevant hashtags if you want to see, and it's not overnight. You don't put #Casking one time and expect Casking to see it, or you got to just make it part of your posts and your daily routine. And it was about 3 months of me always tagging Zions in my daily routine. Boom, Zions. Next thing you know, Zions was in my inbox. What's up, man? We like what you're doing. We want to talk to you. They approached me, and it was cool. So there's a million things you can do. Obviously, they probably looked at my following, and it's not big. I do not have a big following like I should. Jose's beating the pants off me, But you know what I mean? It just grows from there. So definitely grow your following as much as you can. Just be like Jose. Add me, homie. Hit me up. At me. Get in my inbox. What's up? Use those hashtags and just grow, man. That's the way it goes. And that's from Senor Jose Cinco and Albert Gore here on Casking Live. Well, guys, if you're watching this, like Jose said, you can find us on TikTok, find us at Casking USA on Instagram, Casking Community Instagram. If you're watching right here, you're watching us on Casking on Facebook, and then of course Casking on YouTube. Tons of different informative videos. Jose, I know you've put a bunch of information on YouTube, done different videos. I've got a bunch of different videos on there. I'm working on some new projects where I call it the dollar for dollar segment, where I'm comparing what you get dollar for dollar with our brands versus other brands. Not hating on anybody. There is no hate. Love all those other brands. Every real manufacturer out there makes great products. They do. We just want you to look at ours. Take a look at ours. See if it's right for you. Absolutely. Take a look at this product. Here's what you get. Dollar for dollar. It's pretty cool. So guys, definitely check it out. Fun, zany videos coming. I mean, there's a reason why this is here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going to ICAST. Guys, we have squeaked an hour out of this show. Jose, I apologize for taking up too much of your time. Tell the missus as well as the family that I do apologize, keeping you out of your comfort zone in California just a little bit longer. Hope you have a safe travel. Anything you want to tell the people before we tell them goodbye?
No, we always appreciate the love. when people come up and at shows and tell us how much they love it, or they've seen us on Facebook or whatever, and how much they love it, it truly does resonate with us. Since we are, even though we are an international company, we're very small. We're a very small family knit corporation. So appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
We love it. We love you guys. My name's AJ Gore. My special guest, Jose Cinco, over there. Guys, we out. I hope to see you next Tuesday night. We go live. You know what, Jose? Let's give something away next Tuesday. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Guys, let us know in the inbox. What do you think we should give away? And no, don't be all antsy. Hey, do a casting elite, man, on an 8-foot con rod, full speed. Come on. I'm not going to give away a bass bow, but who knows? We'll see what we can do, and we're going to hook somebody up in the comment section. I'm out of here, you guys. Jose, love your face. See you in a few weeks. ICAST 2022, booth 883. Come see us. Get hooked up. Get you some freebies. Get your free hat. Get you a cup. Get a picture with Jose. A picture with me. Anyways, we out. Deuces.
Later.